Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Red Couch here live at the PCIM in Nuremberg. My name is Michael Brunn. I'm the editor-in-chief of E&E magazine. And during the whole trade show, we will talk with important people from the electronics industry, from the power electronics industry, about topics that are moving the industry right now. And you can watch us here live at the trade show or later on via YouTube or our Facebook channel. And right now, we did expect Carsten Beer, CEO from Recom. Unfortunately, he has become ill and cannot join us, but he did send us Grassmann, Asia Sales Manager, which is a very good decision because we will talk about success in the Chinese market. And I think Mr. Grassmann is a perfect expert because he has been for 2.5 years working in Asia, just came back, so I think he is a proper partner for our interview. Welcome, Herr Grassmann.
Thank you. Morning.
And thank you for joining us on short notice. So
my pleasure.
He just got the information that he has to be at the Red Couch yesterday evening. So, Herr Grassmann, a lot of companies see China as an extended workbench. I know Recom has a little bit of a different approach. What's your approach?
Yeah, we have a different approach. We are in China now active since 8 years, and we saw a lot of change in the last few years, especially the level of engineering has improved a lot in China. Means China, coming from a mass market, a fulfillment-driven market, is becoming more and more a design market. And that means for us as a supplier of power supplies, so also we have to change our strategy. Means beside the mass standard market, you will see more and more niche or high innovative markets where a design support is necessary to win projects.
Mm-hmm. So, and why do you think China is that important for a European company?
I think it's the same topic. It's important because design activities are going on and they are growing. So you see a lot of European companies, a lot of global players coming to China because they are trying to combine the possibility of a cost-effective manufacturing with an innovative design solution. It means you have one or two solutions in one place, the engineering team and the manufacturing in Asia, in China, which is a cost-effective and an innovative solution.
Mm-hmm. So it is an interesting market, but what are the main challenges in the Chinese market, especially for a European company? I guess there may be completely different challenges than for a Chinese company.
Definitely. I think the main challenge is still the pricing. Asia is a very, very price-driven market, and is also a very fast market. It means in Germany, I think we are used to design phases of 1.5, 2 years, depending on the markets. China is a very fast market. It means as a supplier, you have to be there, you have to support the design, you have to deliver the samples very fast, you have to have the network of partners, and you have to have the lead time. So it's a very fast and challenging market. Also, the competition is very high. You have the established partners coming from, or other suppliers worldwide coming into China, as well as the local brands. Means local brands are coming up very fast, very aggressive. And as a European brand, you have to sell the advantage. You have to sell the whole package. Means you have to sell your innovative product, you have to sell the high quality, you have to sell the reliability, but you have to have the right price and the right lead time and the right support.
Mm-hmm. Maybe you can explain that a little bit more. So what especially do you have to do to be competitive as a European
Understand the market at the end. Understand the market. I think a lot of European or German companies are doing the mistake coming into the Asian market with a high-spec part. We are always trying to sell German innovation, German engineering solutions, and sometimes, to be honest, it's a little bit too much. You're going to the market with a very high spec, but the local market is not asking for these specs. But beside that local market, you have the global players in Asia. They are asking for the spec because for them it's a selling point to work with European and especially German brands to win markets, export markets outside of China, to win global markets in the innovative solutions.
Mm-hmm. You mentioned that German companies sometimes go with a wrong approach to China, but how important is made in Germany? Does it matter in China?
It's still very important. I think especially the Chinese government is investing a lot in innovative or in new energy, in projects like railway, high-speed trains, environment cleaning. So for all these projects, it's very important to have an innovative solution on board, and made in Germany definitely helps We have the solutions right now, and it also helps to go global for the Chinese companies. Definitely, Germany has a very good reputation in Asia and is still a selling point.
You already mentioned you have profound experiences in Asia. You've been active there for a long time. Can you describe a little bit what Recom has been doing in Asia?
So we have operation in Asia now since 8 years. We set up a strong network over there, a sales support network, a tech support network. And of course, we have been through a learning curve. And we had also to adapt our thinking a little bit. We had to adapt our portfolio. We had to adapt our strategy. And of course, you have to listen to the market. You have to listen to the customers. And it takes time to understand the market. At the end is all about cultural differences, and you have to understand the differences, and you have to set up a strong distribution network and a strong technical and sales support network to help the local customers and to be there. And to what I mentioned before, China is a very fast market. Means your support has to be fast also.
You are manufacturing in Asia, but you have a lot of your R&D teams in Europe.
Yeah.
So you already mentioned it's a lot about culture. How do you cope with this challenging? You have the languages, you have different time zones, you have a completely different culture. How do you cope with that?
The time zones is something you can't change.
Yes, definitely.
So for the different cultures is understanding from both sides. For a German company to go into Asia, of course you have to deal with the different cultures. You have to let the people know what is the target. You have to give them the feeling that success is key and that they are part of a team. So I think it's very, very important if you open up something in Asia to really to listen to your team, to understand what they can bring you back, the thoughts they have, what ideas they have, and it's very interesting and important to adapt that to your strategy in Asia. And we've been through that curve, and like all other suppliers, we made some decisions very good. We made some decisions which are not so good at the end, but it's a learning curve and you have to go through.
So what do you expect for your company in the Chinese market within the next years? How are things going to develop?
First of all, high growth rates. I think China is the fastest growing market and will be still growing for the next years. Government is investing strongly in infrastructure projects, especially the high-end market will grow. That's what I feel, and we managed we managed to be there as a high-end brand. Recom now is known as a high-end brand for power supplies in China, and that will definitely help us to grow with all the infrastructure projects which are coming up in the next years. And there are huge investments driven by the government, and as everybody knows, the investment in the past where they build up cities, they build up other things, but now they are going into modernization of the infrastructure, modernization of the industry, means environment cleaning is a big topic, new energy is a big topic, railway station, high-speed trains, whatever. I expect high growth rates for us.
Finally, you spent 2.5 years in Asia, just came back. Maybe you can share some impressions of working there with us.
Oh, it's different, very different. No, Asia is for me, it was a very nice experience because I was responsible for Central Europe and Germany, and Asia was my first contact to the Asian market, really. I moved to Singapore, which is, I would say, Asia light a little bit, because a lot of Western people over there, you have all the infrastructure you need. But I think Asia is much more aggressive than the European market. All Asian markets. For example, I was also responsible for India, and it's just different. You're going to a customer and you're trying to sell products or talk about specification, but you have to understand that not every local customer needs your specification. You're talking to a customer, for example, in Shanghai, but his end customer is in Shenzhen. So maybe he doesn't care about your UL, he doesn't care about your CE certification, and he doesn't care about the high spec. He wants to have a solution. And you have to adapt your portfolio to be able to talk to both customers. High-end customers looking for high spec, local customers looking for solutions. And that is the main challenge in Asia, to understand the market, listen to the customers, and to adapt your strategy to that. But at the end, Asia is a beautiful place, and if you have a chance to go there, go. Very nice. I love it.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, this was the Red Couch talk about success in the Chinese market from the PCIM trade show. Mr. Grassmann, thank you very much for being our guest.
My pleasure.
Thank you very much for watching and listening. We wish you everybody a very successful trade show here in Nuremberg. And if you are interested, you will find this video and all the other interviews later on at Publish Industries YouTube channel. Thank you very much.
Thank you.